Pennsylvania Files. In 1928, 3 men walked into a Pennsylvania farmhouse and beat an old man to death over a book. And then the judge looked at the jury and told them, "Believing in witchcraft? That's not a legal defense."
A witch trial in Pennsylvania in 1928.
His name was Nelson Riemeyer. 60 years old, 6'2", living alone in a plank-sided cabin in a wooded hollow in York County. Neighbors knew him as a Broucher, a Pennsylvania Dutch folk healer. People came to him for headaches, sick crops, bad luck. He never charged. He took what you could spare.
Free magic. From a guy who lives alone in the woods and takes whatever you can spare. Honestly, that's the best healthcare plan I've heard all year.
Broucher work powwow came over with Rhineland farmers in the 1700s. It's Christian folk magic, Bible verses, saints' names, German charms whispered under your breath. By the 1920s, half of York County reportedly believed in some form of it. Folks said downtown York had a Broucher on every corner. And the textbook for all of it was this little book, published in 1820 by a German immigrant named John George Homan. Powwows or Long Lost Friend. Charms for fevers, prayers to stop bleeding, instructions for catching a thief. Riemeyer kept a copy. So did most working Brouchers. Then there's John Blimmeyer, 3rd-generation Broucher. His grandfather, his father, powwowers, both of them. But by his early 30s, Blimmeyer was convinced his own powers were gone. Somebody had hexed him. He couldn't sleep. He couldn't keep weight on. 2 of his infant children had died. He spent years and money on a York powwow doctor named Andrew Lenhart. Lenhart's whole shtick? Telling clients the hex on them came from somebody close to them. Family, neighbors, the man you trusted.
Oh, of course. The witch doctor tells you the witch is your wife. Convenient, lucrative, same scam every century.
When Lenhart didn't crack it, Blimmeyer went to Marietta on the Susquehanna. There was a woman there everybody called Nellie Knoll, the River Witch. The story goes she put a dollar bill in his hand and told him to stare at it. And Blimmeyer said the face on the bill wasn't George Washington's. It was Nelson Riemeyer's. Thanksgiving Eve, 1928. Blimmeyer shows up at Riemeyer's cabin with 2 helpers, Wilbert Hess, 18 years old, and John Curry. Curry was 14. They beat him with firewood and a kitchen chair. They strangled him with a rope. Then they dosed him in kerosene and set the cabin on fire. But the cabin didn't burn. Period accounts whispered that the hounds of hell had returned to claim one of their own. Riemeyer's body was found 2 days later, Thanksgiving Day.
14 years old. Okay, I take back the witch trial joke.
The trial opened January 7th, 1929. The papers called it the York Witch Trial. The judge told the jury, belief in witchcraft is not insanity. Blimmeyer got life. Curry, tried as an adult, also life. Hess got 10 to 20. Will Rogers reportedly wrote in his column that the jury had sentenced a 14-year-old boy to life imprisonment because he believed in witchcraft. Curry served 10 years, paroled in 1939. And here's the part nobody expects. He was drafted into the Army in 1943. Family accounts say he served as a cartographer, that he helped draw maps used in the D-Day landings. He came home, became a turkey farmer in York County, and a portrait painter, of all things.
Hold on. The 14-year-old who killed a witch doctor over a book drew the D-Day maps? Okay. That's actually kind of incredible.
The cabin still stands. Riemeyer's great-grandson opened it as a museum in 2007. The scorched floorboards from that night, you can still see them, right through a glass panel in the floor. After the trial, the practice went underground. But quietly, it kept going. The truth is out there. Stay tuned.